Hello and welcome to another episode of Foxhole. Alright, let's go ahead and check the inventory. I went ahead and got some fuel out of the base. Let's go ahead and grab our truck. Didn't that feel good today? We're gonna go grab our truck. Let's go get that and we'll get some Logi started. I went ahead and checked some of the front lines, see what they needed, and things look okay. It's low population hour. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna go do a whole lot in Logi today. Where on earth is the truck? There we go. Let's grab a truck out of there. There we go. So we got the old truck holder. Let's put some fuel in there. I know it's not much, but you know what? We can get more fuel in just a sec, so I'm not that worried about it. Hey, matter of fact, there's a fuel truck right there. Why don't we act like we know better? Look at that. What do you know? Someone was thoughtful enough to provide. Now, here's one of the things I would like to see as an update from the dev. I think what I'll do is I'll add it to a suggestion, but add like a building upgrade where there's like an actual fuel tank attached to the side of the building. You can see how the building has these pipes already attached to it. So like they could be like right in the back here where that container is in the backpack. Let me just get out, walk back there. Yeah, like right here. Make it to where we can actually build a storage truck, or not truck, but like, you know, that big capsule that's on back of the fuel truck. Like you can build one right here and then make it cost like 100 BMATs or something, like whatever the fuel truck costs. You can build it onto your fuel, to your truck station. I mean, oh goodness, I can't get the names correct. The vehicle station factory, I mean. And that way, when you build your vehicle, when you're done building it, right? Let me just get in here and maybe I can show you. When you're done building your vehicle, you can just, you know, like you normally do, hit E, access your vehicle like I did earlier. Maybe I probably should have stayed next to the vehicle. Hit E, access your vehicle's UI, and then hit the button while you're in, like immediately after building your vehicle. You can just do the same thing. You access your truck's UI and begin refueling it inside the vehicle factory. And then, you know, all we got to do is just to put more fuel inside the capsule out back, the fuel container. We can just do it right from the truck UI, like give a little refill thing in here or something where we can just dump fuel in there and hit submit, and it'll immediately go into the fuel capsule in the back. I think that'll be real nice. What do you guys think? I'll definitely put it in better words. I'll definitely do that and see what you guys think before the end of this video, hopefully. But right now I'm about to check some resource areas and see if I can find one that's decent. Oh baby, gotta love that midnight Logi. Let me tell you, it's well actually it's just past midnight over here. It's 1:30 a.m. and oh, here we go. I can just go right down here. There's already a guy down here apparently, but yeah, I mean resources are nice and full. It's nice and quiet, and you can just get down here and do some good old Logi, you know. All right, let's just check these boxes really quickly. You know, just come over here and make sure that there's oh, somebody put some fuel out here, I guess when we get the Harbinger. Very good. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want to see any of this grinding. I guess if I had a little bit more to talk about, I'll actually talk to you about. Oh, actually I do have something to talk to you about. These videos are going to be a little bit longer because I'm doing the chatting, and I hope that isn't a problem to you guys. I figured since we all have a quarantine to deal with, it'll be okay if we have a little bit longer videos. But if it's a problem, let me know. I'll shorten them back down to about 20 minutes or whatever. Okay, so for today's topic, normally when I talk about the devs or whatever, I usually give Mark a hard time. And I wanted to let everybody know that no, I don't dislike Mark. I was talking to someone earlier and they were asking about it, and I was like, okay, now maybe it'd be a good idea if I just bring it up on the channel. I don't dislike Mark. I don't dislike any of the devs at all. Mark to me seems like one of those guys that doesn't loosen up You know, he's like I think he takes things kind of seriously, and you just gotta kind of remind him to, hey, you know, lighten up. We're no longer at work. You know what I mean? So you kind of joke and pick with him a little bit. Now I don't know him at all, but that's just what he seems like. You know, just looking at him, that's what he looks like to me. Like a person you just gotta kind of nudge with the elbow and say, come on, we're not at work anymore, man. Lighten up. But yeah, I am kind of harsh from time to time. Like I don't direct the same amount of attention with the criticisms toward the other devs as I do toward Mark. And I wanted to definitely get out here and say some positives about him. He is definitely necessary for the game going forward because Mark, from what I can tell anyway, like I said, I don't know this guy from anybody else. He seems like the kind of guy that thinks 3 moves ahead. You know what I mean? Sure, whenever we want these great features because we think they'll work really well in the game, we're thinking about it from a player's point of view. Mark's thinking about it not only from the player's point of view, but as the developer's point of view. And even beyond the developer's point of view, he's thinking about it also as, you know, like the worst elements of humanity point of view. You know what I mean? Most players are decent people, are willing to share resources and have fun. But I'm gonna give you just a quick example, especially right now in our current situation. Right now, you know, we have a world emergency, not just a national emergency, but an entire world emergency with this the COVID-19 situation. And well, we've seen what some people are willing to do. Like they run around, they buy up a bunch of $1 containers of hand sanitizer and, you know, $1 and $2 sanitizing wipes and things of that nature. Then they go on eBay and Amazon and try to sell them for $30, $40 a piece. You know, they're just the most disgusting people in a society. And I think that Mark, whenever we bring up these wonderful ideas that we have, like squad storage and things of that nature, yeah, Mark thinks about it the same way we do. He thinks about it as a developer, you know, trying to code this thing into existence. And I think he also thinks about it as, you know, we do have some absolute human scum in the world. And this scum will abuse this wonderful feature that we're willing to bring to the people. And we need people like him to think that far ahead, because, you know, just thinking about all the good things that we've tried to request. Imagine if he had just give it all to us, like, okay, you guys want that, here you go. And then imagine the griefers in the game. You know what I mean? And we've seen the devs sort of approach with griefers. They give a little too much leniency to the griefers. So if he had actually given us those wonderful tools and things we wanted, we'd next be complaining about, oh my god, look at how people are abusing this wonderful thing you gave us. And it's like, well, duh, of course they're going to do that. Hold on, let me check this one more time just to make sure that, okay, I just wanted to make sure I had it set to personal so that I can retain the items. But yeah, he, you know, we'd next be complaining about that, like, hey, you know, you guys gave us this wonderful thing, but we got some bad guys in the world who are now abusing this wonderful thing you gave us. And I think Mark just, rather than wait for that to happen, he thinks well enough ahead to just kind of, you know, cut that off at the pass. And I appreciate that greatly. And I know it's not only Mark. I'm sure the rest of the developers have a significant portion in it. It's just I'm only bringing him up just because, like I mentioned, there was a conversation where someone I was speaking to mentioned that because in previous videos as well, yeah, I gave him a little bit of, you know, a little bit of flack, and maybe I shouldn't. I should definitely speak more positively of him so that people don't get the wrong idea, you know. But either way, you know, I believe the devs are doing a great job, and I do appreciate them adding in the squad storage. I do understand their feelings for how things are done in the game and their vision for wanting to keep things more open. I think that it's a little overcautious in some areas, but I respect it nonetheless. And I definitely want to see more of this type of behavior, you know, sort of being a little more lenient toward the personal storage type stuff. You know, I appreciate that. I know that when people first get this squad storage, they're going to overdo it a little bit, you know, kind of kind of hoard up a little bit of everything, and then, you know, give it about a war or two and it'll die down. You know, just like with the trenches. When the trenches first came out, I mean, it was ridiculous. They were slapping them down in all the worst areas, and all you could do is go, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, and they're doing it just because they can, but they're experimenting, which is natural. Now, I'm not going to beat that dead horse because I already talked about it in the last video, episode 5. So, yeah, you know, I just wanted to clear things up. I don't dislike any of the devs at all, and I believe that all their ideas, everything that they've been doing so far is great. I may have wanted like the squad storage thing, yes, like much faster than we got it, but I appreciate it now that we have it. Alrighty, so that's the chat for now. I can't think of anything else at the moment, and I'm grinding out this salvage. What I'm going to do is, oh crap, my other salvage is probably done by now. Let me hurry up and try to run back. This is one of the things I don't like either, that I have to run back. Quick, erase this guy. Oh crap, he's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. My truck's actually faster because I got less stuff in it. So I can... No! He must have thought I was gonna run him over. Okay. Oh wow. Why do you... Oh, I know why. He did the same thing that I'm worried about. He had to dump his item in the refinery storage so that he can first get his refined material out and then add more into the queue of raw resources to later become. I'm not sure if that sounded correct. Let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so while you still have raw materials in here currently refining, you can add more and more raw material in. But say for instance, all the raw material, all this 1400 ends up passing through into the refined side over here. I am no longer able to add more raw material until I remove the refined material first. So once I take the basic materials out, then I can add more salvage. But since there's salvage currently cooking, I can add as much as I want to in there. That's why I had to rush and add more. You know, that's why I wanted to rush and do it. So let me get back over here and keep doing the same thing, and I'll bring you guys back in just a sec. All right, folks. I think this ought to be enough salvage for now. Let's go ahead and get over here and check this out. Oh, we might be able to help this buddy here out. Let's... You know, I like to take a little time and help out. As you can see, I've been dumping lots in here. Yeah, I got one of these. I need to figure out what to do with that. I'll probably just dump it in the town hall, but for now, let's get over here and see if this guy needs a hand. Oh, you have got... Oh, thank God. I was about to... I was about to get kind of frustrated there. So let's just go ahead and see if this guy needs a hand. We'll grab a stack from here and see what we can do to help him out. Hey there, buddy. What's happening? What are you trying to do? Build a truck?
So, I was thinking about it.
Okay. Do you have your material?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get this puppy built. We're looking for a standard. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this bad boy in. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to help him build this truck. I'll bring you back in just a sec.
I'm just wondering if you could pull like the heavy.
Pull the heavy.
Yeah, like the machine guns or whatnot. Those big heavy.
Oh, I think you put them on back of flatbeds now. You build a flatbed and then you use a crane. You package up the field machine gun, and then you use a crane to pick it up and set it down on the back of a flatbed.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I was just wondering if there was any way to transport them.
Yeah, they changed that now with the flatbed trucks, so it's much better now than it used to be. All right, don't forget to fuel your truck up right here by the fuel truck container. All you got to do is move your truck up right beside it. Here, I'll have you played since the recent update?
No, not really.
Oh, well, let me show you how we do this here. So first thing first, what we do is we hop in your truck really quickly and move it up just a little bit. Let me just angle it so that way you can see a little better. All right, now whenever you're beside a fuel truck that has fuel inside of it, all you have to do is press E on the side of your truck to access your truck's UI. And then if you look right down on the bottom by the Actions tab, you'll see Refuel Diesel. Click that and you'll see a line drag from the fuel tanker into your truck to refuel your truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you just wait a few seconds, it'll fuel your truck right on up and you're good to go.
Oh, sweet.
There you go, you're all fueled up, buddy.
Ah, well, thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome, take it easy.
Ah, you too, man.
Ah, yes. As you can see, I'm normally... Oh, crap. I almost forgot what I was going to be doing. Yeah, I'm usually helping people, new people, and things to the game. And see, this is what I think most people are doing with these, is dumping them in here, because I don't know if we can actually stack them in here in the other side. Let me pause the video really quickly and see if I can put them in here. I don't want you to see what's in the actual... I don't mind if you see my squad stuff, but I don't want you to see what's in the other one. So let me just pause really quickly. Okay, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I'll probably move them into the town hall or something a little later on. But for now, let's go over here and manufacture up some goods. So let's see, let's pull right up to the front here really quickly and figure out what we got going on here. Okay, so what we managed to do here, let me just show you really quickly. We placed a bunch of stuff in here. And as you can see, there was a bunch of crap left in there. Now I'm going to show you what we do with the crap that's left in there. Because I didn't make any of that stuff, I'm going to have to blur the screen out here because I don't want you to see what's actually in the public. But because I didn't actually make that, I'm going to open up on the public side. There we go. And then I'm going to just dump all of this in the public side because I didn't make it. And I don't want to, you know, take somebody else's stuff. I'd much rather it go be public where, you know, the team can use it. I'm not trying to hoard anything, anything like that. So by making it public, you know, whoever left it in there, oh crap, now I'm gonna have to go through and edit this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and edit this out as well because I gotta never mind, what's done is done. But yeah, whoever left that in there must have logged off for the night or whatever and just, you know, left their stuff in there to finish. Hey, this your truck right here, Skeleton?
Yeah, it's like whatever left.
Oh, okay. Oh, you about to put it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a fuel truck and then I'm gonna store that one. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, wait a minute, is my mic, yeah, it should be all right. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a bunch of, oh, there's another crate in there. There's another crate in there too. All right. Oh, look, the magnums are almost done. Oh, they are done. You know what? I'll come back and get the rest of those out of there in a bit. Right now, let me just go dump this into the public side as well, because like I mentioned, I'm not trying to take somebody else's work and do any of that. And I'm encouraging other people to do the same thing. Like when it comes to, all right, so it's on squad. Let me move it back to public. And then let's just dump this in public. There you go. You see? So now that's in the public side. Now let's go back to our squad side. And then the items I'm making myself are going to be dumped into the squad side of the what, you know what I mean. I can't get the words out right now. But it's, you know, they're going to be squad. Oh, look here, the medical stuff's going to be done here in just a bit. So I'm going to dump all of this in the squad side, and then I'm going to go and grab some more resources. Actually, I should have some more resources refining as we speak. So let me just dump this into the squad side right now, and then we'll go ahead and get some of those refined material, those B-mats, and we'll manufacture up some more. So yeah, so we're on our squad. You have to constantly keep checking that. And another thing to be careful of, if somebody else is here at the storage house, the storage depot, and you're dumping your crates into the storage depot's inventory, they can actually hit submit and submit your items into their squad stockpile. Just giving you a heads up. I did that to somebody earlier today by accident. Here we go. Yeah, I only had like 2 crates of shirts in there. And then I came back later on and realized I had 5 crates of shirts in there, and I didn't know why. And then I remembered when I was adding in, what was it? I had another truck. I was putting in another truck in here somewhere. There we go. I was putting in another truck, and what else was I putting in here? It was something else I was putting in there. And either way, I'm just letting you know, I did not put all 5 containers of those shirts in there. I think 3 of them came from someone else when he was actually putting stuff in there. So I'm just giving you warning, letting you know that that can happen, that you can accidentally put someone else's material in your storage thing. Now, I'm a good guy. If I do it, I'm not trying to hoard the material. I'm taking it to the front eventually. I just want to, you know, store it into, oh yeah, that's right, I gotta get the other material over here. Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to hoard somebody else's stuff. It's going to the front. And if I accidentally put your material in my storage, if you ask for it back, like if you just say, hey, you know, you took my stuff. Oh, here you go, pal. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. Here, take it. I'm not, you know, I don't want you to be upset with me. I didn't mean to take it. But I mean, I didn't even realize it until later on. Before I was about to log out, I was like, holy smokes, I got extra stuff in here. Yeah. So just a heads up for everybody, when you're putting stuff in the storage depot, if other people are around using the depot, be very, very careful. All right, so I did make some Magnum rounds, which are really good. Radios are nice too. I like to always keep an extra container of radios and binos. Oh, gotta get the binos. Gotta get the binos. And see, these small orders that I'm making like that, that's good. I like to keep 1 case of radios and binos, so that way when I log back on, if there are none in the town hall, I can just go throw that in the town hall really quickly, and that way us logic guys here could actually have some resources as well. So not everything goes to the front. I'll keep some for myself here and then take the rest to the front. Now, as far as the shirts and everything though, yeah, I just dump all that to the front. Yeah. Shirts are always something that you can make, and I always dump that to the front. They got plenty of ammo right now, but I like to make sure that we have other ammo types and stuff, and especially smoke. Smoke's always a good thing to have. It's like nobody makes smoke, so I'll make the smoke. Go ahead and stroll that down. Okay, yeah, so we got smoke. We only got a little bit of stuff left. Let's possibly just spend the rest of this on some medical. So, oh wow, okay. Totally not enough. Totally not enough for that. That's 80. Wait, so really, how much? Oh, that's 160 for that. Okay, so if I do, oh man, I'm trying to find a way to. So this is really, I'll just dump it in there. Somebody else can use it. It's fine. Because I'll go get some more raw material, and I'll keep manufacturing goods. And oh, also I wanted to talk to you guys. I guess this is a good time to have another conversation, huh? While we do the rest of the things we're doing here. So, what kind of things are you guys watching while we're on the quarantine here? Let me go in here and make sure that I got the stuff. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. What kind of stuff are you guys watching? I have recently started watching Inuyasha again. The anime, Inuyasha. I started over from episode 1 and I'm going through it again. It's really nice. I got through watching Dr. Stone. I was watching that for a little while now though, but I finished it up just the other day. Got to the end of season 1 or whatever, so I don't know when the next season is coming around. And I'm waiting for another episode or another season of the show Overlord. I think they only have 3 seasons out right now, 1, 2, 3. But I am waiting for season 4. That was really good. I love Overlord. Also, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah, you gotta add The Rising of the Shield Hero. When I went to go buy the manga and the light novel from Books A Million in the mall, this was a little while back, we had the most difficult time trying to find it because the word "the" was excluded. I was just calling it Rising of the Shield Hero, but it's The Rising of the Shield Hero. Apparently you have to make sure you put the in there, the. But yeah, which I do not recommend the manga. Well, you know what, not really the manga, it's the light novel of that. Yeah, it's the light novel. I do not recommend the light novel. The translation is horrific. I know that they say a lot of things do get lost in translation when you know, they're originally written in Japanese or whatever, and then when they get translated to English, some of the stuff kind of gets a little jumbled up. But here's what I don't understand. How come wait a minute, why do I still have never mind. I thought I put that in the thing there. I guess not. A lot of a lot of stuff usually gets translated appropriately, and for some reason, The Rising of the Shield Hero, the translation for that is absolutely abominable. Like I'm trying to make sure that I frame it correctly. The author, for some reason, does not distinguish between the characters in dialogue. I'm not going to give away any of the story or anything. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But say, for instance, there's a scene and there's like 6 people talking in the scene. There's just a string of text. Like, there is no attempt to say, you know, hey, this is Motoyasu speaking, this is Naofumi speaking, this is Ren speaking. Like, there's no distinguishing traits or writing technique used at all. There's literally just quotations and some text thrown in it coming from multiple sides, and you have to just like read ahead a little bit and then kind of come back and read over the statements again to kind of, you know, kind of piece together who has said what. And even then you still don't know until like maybe a fight breaks out later on and you're like, oh, okay, so he was the one that probably said, and it's like, what, you know. It's terrible. And I really want to buy more of the light novel like the other books, but from what I saw on the reviews, it doesn't get better. Yeah, I thought like many people, like maybe this was his first book, so it's kind of rough around the edges, but as he gets to like book 2 and 3, you know, things get better. No, this was just supreme screw up, and yeah, it's pretty rough. So that's what I've been doing, you know, reading. I'm also doing I did the manga for what do you call it, Overlord. But yeah, I ran through it so quickly, and it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. It was really good. I enjoyed it, but I want the light novel. And as soon as I started reading the light novel, let me tell you, night and day difference between I was about to go take this upgrade part over to the town hall. Forgot to come put the stuff in here. Yeah, night and day difference between the two. Like, you're just going, wow. Like, what were the other guys smoking who made The Rising of the Shield Hero versus the guys who did Overlord? Like, it just, I don't know. Maybe the people who hired the translators in Rising of the Shield Hero, like, just hired their cousins or something, you know, like they didn't actually get professionals. They just got some people they knew and were like, here, you speak a little bit of English, why don't you translate it? And it was and it's horrific. But I mean, you know what? I take it back. Not all of it's bad. I don't want to over exaggerate it, but oh my god, it's super frustrating. Let me put that in there. It's super frustrating because the character dialogue is just, ooh, it's so bad. But yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I'm making some see, you see what I'm saying? You see how that guy's got that first aid kit right there? I think he was trying to put it in there, or I want to see it. If that went, let me just try it real quick. I want to see if it goes into my private stash. Okay, no. So that must have went into the public stash of whatever the other guy is. Let's go ahead and switch over to public. So that way we can submit that to public stash. There we go. Now we're gonna go back over here to private stash, or squad stash. Excuse me. I don't want to say the word private when Mark's around. Make sure Mark doesn't. Make sure Mark doesn't know that I'm saying anything. All right. Enough of that. I'm not beating him up, guys. I'm just making fun. But